Hey folks, this is Justin from the Leonidas Knives and Gear channel, and this is going to be sort of a more topic based and also a bit of a rant video. And I don't do many topic videos or rants really anymore. I'm more focused on knife and gear, also infrequently firearm content on my channel. And I just thought this would be a good topic to cover because what I'm going to be talking about are what you need to be looking for and to be wary of when you are watching, say a YouTuber, possibly someone on Instagram presenting a product, a knife, and they're, giving you their, some information about it, and maybe this is their review. So where I'm going with this is, just for example, I have here the Half-Breed blades. This is the LBK-01, the large bush knife model 1. I have my testing footage uploaded of this and the full review, and if you haven't checked that out, I suggest you do, because this is a excellent knife from that company, Half-Breed Blades. Had a really good time with it, but what you can tell is there's quite a bit of the original factory coating on the blade is gone. So you can tell that I went out and I used and abused this knife. And where I'm going with this is, I've noticed kind of a trend that it's unfortunate that smaller channels like my own, we're struggling right now in the current YouTube climate, because the big name, larger channels, especially when it comes to knives and gear and guns, they sort of rule the roost when it comes to YouTube. A lot of the smaller channels, I've noticed so many since I started YouTube over 10 years ago, they have vanished. Folks just disappear. You don't even know where they go. And now the big name channels are really the only ones that are putting out quality content anymore. There's a few folks like myself who are kind of low level that are trying. We're trying to get viewership. We're trying to review quality knives and equipment. And so these big name channels are out there doing their thing. And I'm seeing sort of a trend of a knife review. And when the knife review is done, the knife looks brand new from the factory. And so now I honestly don't watch a whole lot of knife reviews from these big name channels anymore. I kind of just personally just do my own thing. I don't spend as much time with watching the knife and gear reviews on YouTube. It's just unfortunate. That's just kind of the climate of YouTube now. And I'm doing and seeing more of that on Instagram, that folks are putting more information on products like knives and gear on there. And once again, I've even noticed a trend on Instagram that this is an amazing knife, and you look at it and it looks brand new from the factory. And I'm thinking like, okay, so were you gonna do anything with this knife before you tell me how great it is? Or what's the plan here? And to someone like me who is used to being very hands-on on this channel, especially folks who follow me since day one, my channel is all about using the knives, the gear, the firearms, which I don't do much with firearms anymore. That's somebody else's thing. Occasionally I do. But like I said, I try to be very hands-on and use this stuff and get back with folks and, be honest with you about, what it is. And I still think there's a lot of honesty out there, but I also think that there's possibly even some confusion on what maybe a good knife review is. So that's kind of where this video is headed. What to be looking for is, when you're watching a knife review or seeing pictures of knives, on Instagram, that, keep in mind, if this knife looks like it's still fresh from the factory, that you need to be a little bit wary of that. And maybe there is some trickery going on, because you're not going to see that on my channel and my Instagram page. I try to be forthright and get out there and use the knives, use the tools, and get back with folks about how I feel on that. I think that's very important. But I've just noticed kind of a trend of, this knife is so great, and I have reviewed it and I gave it 5 stars, and then you look at it and it looks brand new. So, and then someone like me, I'm asking questions like, so, is there any testing footage of this, or is there anything else you maybe want to go do with this knife? And maybe it's just that great of a knife. It's just such a hardcore tool that the coating was unaffected. It's still 100% as sharp out of the box. I think that's a stretch if you really test, especially something that is labeled as a survival knife or tactical, things like that, that you know, those items tend to hold up very well, but if you test them properly, you should be able to tell, at least in my opinion. So anyway, but that's just kind of what I wanted to, you know, reach out to folks and let them know, you know, when you come to my channel, watch my footage, know that that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to take, you know, it's an expensive knife. And, you know, if you're going to buy a knife like this, you want to know, can it perform? And when you look at this knife and see that it's definitely had some use, you know, I have definitely put it through some paces. So there's that. But anyway, folks, so if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you could comment, I'd love to read that and respond. Please be nice. I also, you know, try to be nice to folks in return. And also, if you are not a subscriber to the channel, please, I hope this, you know, video kind of pushed you in that direction. So again, thank you for your time.